Alright, so before I get to the story, I'll give you a little rundown what sleep paralysis is. Sleep paralysis is just when your mind is awake, but your body isn't. Your body is asleep, and your mind is awake. And obviously you need your body to move. You can't move your body when it's asleep. It's like as if your body, I'm not gonna say if it's numb, but like you just can't move. You can't move, you can't talk. Only thing you can do is move your eyes and breathe. That's all you can do when you're paralyzed. But when I deal with my sleep paralysis, I deal with it okay. Like, my sleep paralysis is not even all that bad. People say that sleep paralysis is one of the most like terrifying things you can ever experience. But when it comes to mines aren't all that bad. Mines are just it's a smooth run. I wake up, I'm paralyzed, I go back to sleep, I'm not paralyzed. It's a simple process. But if you have sleep paralysis like me, I'll give you some like little facts, like what to do when you're paralyzed. First things first, stay calm. That's what you want to do. You want to stay calm. Like, check your surroundings and see if anything's there. If nothing's there, then stay calm. If something's there, freak out as much as you can. I'm joking. Second, breathe. You want to control your breathing so you don't hyperventilate and pass out. And third, go back to sleep. Just go back to sleep. Do all that. Do all that. Breathe, stay calm, and then go back to sleep. It'll be over before you know it. Sleep paralysis don't even last that long. It lasts like a few seconds, but those seconds can feel like hours. It can feel like, I'm not gonna say years. It just feels like a very long time. Mines don't last that long. Mines are very, very short because I go back to sleep. All right, so I'll get to the story now. Okay, so this happened to me 3 days ago, I think. Yeah, 3 days ago, and I had stayed up all night because for some reason I just like to stay up all night. I don't know why I don't like going to sleep. I do like going to sleep. Going to sleep is awesome. Sleeping is cool, but just for some reason I just didn't go to sleep. But I didn't go to sleep. I was up to like 9 in the morning, and I was just watching. For some reason, I was just watching a bunch of scary videos. People say don't watch scary things at night, but I don't know why. I just do this to myself. I even tell myself not to watch anything scary at nighttime. Most of the time I do because I know nothing's gonna happen. Like, people always say you'll get nightmares from watching scary things at night. When I watch scary things all the time, I don't get nightmares. I just go to sleep and go to sleep soundly and wake up the next day. But that time, 3 days ago, oh my god, it was horrible. Like, I've never had a episode so bad than that time 3 days ago. So basically, what happened when I was asleep, I fell asleep listening to a guy doing a EVP section, electronic voice phenomenon. That's what the EVP means. That's what he was doing. He was capturing voices through his ghost box, and every time the ghost, and like you can hear I can hear everything happening like in my head. Like, you know how you fall asleep and you can hear like the TV or something while you're sleeping? Yeah, that's how I did it. And every time the guy asked the ghost a question and the ghost would answer, like, if my paralysis, like, I'm already paralyzed at that point. At that point, I'm already paralyzed. And every time he asked the ghost a question and the ghost answered, like, I just got this overwhelming feeling of like fear and dread. Like, and it was horrible. And like, my hands were heating up, my legs were heating up, like my entire body was just like, not like my entire body, it was just like my hands and legs, they were heating up, they were on fire. And then that's when I went back to sleep. I didn't hear anything after that. I woke up in a dream. This time I was dreaming. I was in a dream, and this time I was in the room with the guy. And he was asking the ghost question. Every time he asked the ghost a question, and the ghost would respond, I would keep myself from freaking out. I would like say things like, oh, he said that. Oh yeah, that's kind of scary, bro. Oh, and I was like trying to keep myself calm. I was telling myself to be calm and like, don't be afraid. That's when I went back to sleep, and then I woke up again for the third time, and I was still paralyzed for that third time. But that third time, it was horrible. Like, I guess you can say, like, I didn't it wasn't like really paralyzed. I wasn't really paralyzed though. I can still move. Like, it felt like everything was in slow motion. Everything was in slow motion. My eyes were open, but like it felt like they were still like I like felt like I was squinting. Felt like I had like a mask on. That mask was like really really dirty, and like felt like I was gonna black out. My entire body was on fire. My entire body was like pins and needles, and like it traveled up from my hands to my arms, and then it just got like to my chest area, and like I guess for like my bottom, like in like my hip area. That's where like all like the pain traveled from. I guess like the best way to say it, like it was just a bunch of energy, like a bunch of energy traveling like through my body, and it felt horrible. Like, and I was moving too. I felt myself moving, but I was moving in slow motion. Like everything felt slow, and everything was dark. Even though I had the windows open and the TV on, but the TV was on mute. But the only thing that was playing was the video. The video was still playing. As the video kept playing, I felt it getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And I kept telling myself that I'm gonna be okay. Everything's fine. I'm gonna make it through this. And as I was telling myself that, I could feel myself getting a little bit better, just a little bit. But it just kept getting worse. Everything kept going slower and slower and slower. Like, I could tell I was moving because I was rolling over and I felt my hands touch each other. And then like as it got worse, it felt like something was picking me up. Like it felt like you know how a alien tries to abduct someone while they're laying on the ground, and like how their whole like middle part starts going up. That's how I felt like. I felt like I was going up that way. And as I was going up, I started freaking out a little bit more because I was like, whoa, what is this? What's happening here? But then that's when I finally snapped out of it. As soon as I snapped out of it, everything went away immediately. They went away immediately. My body started cooling down. The video was still playing. As soon as I snapped out of it, I stopped the video immediately, and I didn't go back to sleep for the rest of the day. The rest of the day, the rest of the day, I was like, what the heck happened? I didn't know what was happening. The rest of the day, I was just like, oh my god, what happened? What was that? I kept on telling, like, was it like a spiritual attack? Was it like was I just having a panic attack? I don't know what it was. Just for the rest of the day, I was just saying to myself, what could have happened? I didn't know what was happening, but I don't feel any different. I still feel the same. I still feel the same way. Everything feels the same. I still feel like the same person. And I need to stop repeating myself. I still feel like the same person. Nothing has happened to me. Nothing happened to my brain. I still feel the way I am. And now here I am, finally making the video that I wanted to make for so long. But that was my sleep paralysis story. I guess I can tell you another story about this one time. It wasn't like this though. It was just, I would just make this little short little story. I remember this one time. I was like 15. I was in my bed. I was laying down. I had sleep paralysis, and basically it felt like I was being dragged off the bed. That's what it felt like. It felt like something was just dragging me off the bed, but it really wasn't. I really wasn't being dragged off the bed. Like, it felt like I was, but it wasn't. Like, I don't know how you exactly explain that, but that's what it felt like. It felt like I was just being dragged off the bed. But I guess that's all I have to say for now. That was my sleep paralysis story. I will be telling more stories in the future. I don't know why I've been procrastinating on making this one, but I will definitely tell more stories if you like this one. And I guess that's the end of my story. I have nothing else to talk about. So I guess I will see you in the next video then.